couple weeks ago, did you think you'd be playing here one more time?
Yes.
Succinct.
No, I don't know. I mean, you never really know what's going on. It was kind of weird. It was like we weren't even really talked about being a bubble team, and then they're like, you're gonna have to win the tournament to even be in the discussion, and now we're 12. It's kind of just like, I mean, you never really know. You just try to go play your best baseball, and you just kind of let them figure it out. But we did what we could. We controlled what we can control, and then the rest fell into place.
But the way you were sick of missing the state series, is it nice though to get back? I mean, you get finally kind of get that moment a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to play baseball anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? I picked here to come to school and play ball, and so it only feels right to host another regional here and try to get a couple wins and get out of here. But yeah, it's definitely awesome playing this way.
Ryan, we talked to you after the state series. You thought you were dying that weekend. The next night you had 3 hits.
Yeah.
How did you come back so quickly? Physically.
I don't know. I felt great. I was just 15 pounds lighter, 16 pounds lighter. It was weird. You know how those viruses go. I mean, when they're gone, you kind of I guess you just randomly feel better, back to normal. I just tried to do what I could.
What has it been like having less weight? Do you feel weaker?
I've gained more. I've gained all of it back and more. So I weighed in at like 164 when I was like sick, and I just weighed in at 187 yesterday. So I'm back and gained more weight.
Been eating a lot. How you able to do that?
Yeah, hydration mostly. I mean, in the SEC tournament, it was almost like that. Like you couldn't let like 5 minutes go by without drinking water, or Gatorade, or you were gonna pass out. So it was almost like I guess it's a lot of water weight. But yeah, I've been had a pretty big appetite lately from losing all that weight.
How's the mental mindset of going from center to third, and then maybe you might be pitching? Is it kind of feel like Little League almost? You're kind of everywhere.
Yeah, it kind of makes the game a little more fun and interesting. It's like sometimes it gets a little monotonous out there, just standing in center field, just kind of like it's kind of a lull, just waiting for 1 or 2 balls every game. But when you're at third, it's almost like even when you don't get a ball, it's still action. You're ready for it. Like 600 miles an hour is coming at you. So that's makes the game a little interesting. And then there's always that factor of coming into pitch, which is always fun.
Now, what do you see that's different in Parker, or what was different in Parker and Hoover than the last couple of weeks of the season?
I mean, I don't know if anything was different. Parker's always Parker. He's gonna be fine. Sometimes he just threw a couple. I don't know. Had a couple tough out. It's baseball. I mean, he had a couple tough outings, but he's also the best closer in the country. So he comes back and then he does this thing 3 days in a row. So I don't know. It's hard to get caught up in the bad outings when every single player that's ever played the game has had a bad outing or a bad day. So I don't know. He doesn't let those outings bother him, and he just gets back on the rubber and does his thing.
What about your 2 freshman starters kind of give you guys confidence in them, knowing that just because they're a freshman, on the mound in a regional, what about them kind of gives that confidence?
I don't know. If you're on the field, you got to play. So I don't really think it matters if you're a freshman or not. We have high expectations for every player on the field. So it's awesome. It's really cool to see freshmen go out there and perform. It's hard to take that next step, but you're gonna play if you can. So they've shown that and they've earned it.
This may be a double question, but is there anything to why you get hit by the pitch so much?
I've always thought that. I was like, why does the skinniest kid on the field get hit? I don't know. I think it's because I stand so close to the plate and I don't really get out of the way of the ball. Like, it's not that I try to get hit, but I'm not going to get out of the way. Like, I'm not going to try to jump away from it. If it's inside, I'm just going to turn. And I don't know. I really like getting hit. It just depends. Hit me in the upper body.
Yeah.
Just anything lower body, it'll just break me. But I actually, it's a free base and helps the average and on-base percentage and all that stuff. Helps your team win, new base runner. So I don't know. Nothing ever bad has really come out of it other than a couple of lingering injuries. But the only one that's really actually taken a toll is the hip one. I'm still dealing with. So, but no, other than that, I don't mind getting hit at all.
Do you talk to Tyler about it ever? It seems like the two of you guys were kind of in a race there for a little bit on who gets hit the most.
Never has been brought up.
Oh, yeah?
Never.
I think he tied you in Hoover, and then you got hit twice more, and you kind of pulled away.
No, never has been brought up. He's not a big talker, so
Okay.
yeah.
You're still crushing him career-wise on the HBP.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you got him by a lot.
No doubt. I think did I hit 40 yet?
You're
think
getting
it's
up
16
there. I'm not
this
a
year,
math
I
guy,
think.
but-
Where's
I
Sims?
was at 39 or 40.
Yeah.
Might be 40.
I think it's 16 this year.
You have a split second where you know this is really gonna hurt. Like, do you have time to realize it's, hey, this is coming, or what? Like,
Well, the upper body ones, you have time to, real quick.
So you do
but-
tense up.
but yeah, but the lower body ones, you can't tense anything up. So you're kind of just like turning into it, just like, please don't hit bone. And it's fine. I mean, it's the upper body ones that don't hurt because you can like flex whatever's about to, like, you can kind of pinch, but like when you're about to get hit in the butt or something, you can't like, squeeze your butt really quick. You just kind of turn. So I don't know.
Is it just a few nasty bruises?
Yeah, I don't know. This last week was weird. I got hit in the front knee, and that one folded me up. And I got hit in the back knee by a slider, and that one hurt worse than the front knee, which was a fastball. And that was just right on bone, though, and so I couldn't really bend my leg that whole day or the next day. So every step I was taking was like, ow, ow, ow. But it's all right. It's just bruises.
It's like that way in high school, too.
No.
So just here.
Yeah. No, yeah, it wasn't that way at all in high school. I don't know.
maybe you try to get out of the way in high school.
Maybe. I don't really think so. I don't know. I don't think much has changed. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
You're saying SEC pitchers don't have command of their pitches?
What I think
is that what you're saying?
No, what I think it is a lot of pitchers try to throw in on long arm. You don't want a guy to get extension. So my scouting report, I'm assuming, is throw in hard, whatever, hard in, soft away. So they try to throw in, and a lot of pitchers don't feel comfortable throwing in, so they just sail it.
Would you throw into yourself? I'm just
That's a loaded question. I don't know. I'd probably try to hit a nuke.
I know you guys are so day to day, but is there a thought of, hey, been waiting kind of on this week all year with the way last year ended and stuff? I mean, getting back to this point.
Yeah, it's just another game. It's baseball. Nothing about the game changes, except for the outside pressures, that people put on it. But Coach talks about it all the time. It's nothing about the rules of the game have changed. Maybe the field size is the only thing, but where people go wrong is putting pressure on themselves, more pressure on themselves, and using letting outside sources control how you feel. And we're just playing baseball. We're just playing a game. Just trying to be like kids.